What is up, dudes and lady dudes? Welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. I just woke up, but I did in fact see that there's a new Magistus card, and I really like Magistus, so I had to make a video on it. And we also got this weird little otter guy, so yeah, let's talk about some cards. Let's review some cards. Alright, so we'll start off with the little otter guy, because why not? Okay, so his name is Otoi. Alright. He's a level 1 Earth Tuner effect monster. He has 1,000 attack and 1,000 defense. It just says a level 1 Earth Tuner. I'm assuming he's a beast. I mean, look at him. He's got to be a beast type monster. And his second effect is a hard once per turn. The first effect reads, if you control a non-tuner monster, your opponent cannot target this card for attacks. Okay. If a monster is sent from the field to the opponent's graveyard, place one Otoi counter on this card. Then special summon Otoi tokens. They're just Beast Earth level 1 tokens with question mark for stats, up to the number of Otoi counters on this card. Increase the level of those tokens by the number of Otoi counters on this card, and their attack and defense is 500 times the same amount. Okay, so I know we always keep saying, like, Konami needs to learn to stop making token generating cards, but this one I think will be fine. So I guess the theory behind this card is you're going to just summon him, and you want to just maintain him on the field, because if you as many times as your opponent's monsters just sent from the field to the graveyard, I don't know, by linking off, synchroing off, fusing off, they all just will give counters to this card, which will then allow this guy to summon token after token after token, and they also slowly get bigger and bigger, and you slowly get more and more tokens every time something is sent. And so it kind of like stockpiles, but it's, at the end of the day, he's a weak monster. The tokens don't do anything other than, I guess, protect your life points. And the second effect is a hard once per turn, right? Yep. The second effect is a hard once per turn, which means first turn you're only getting one token off this card. But it's a cheeky card, it's a cool card, it's cute. I don't think it's meant to be anything competitive, but if you like beast type cards and you like weird token cards, this card is probably right up your alley. So, yeah, Otoi, very cute. And for the real card we're interested in, this is the new Magistus XYZ monster called Riona, the Magistus Glass Witch. Now, this is clearly the, I don't know, big girl version, the big boss version of Riona. The Magistus, what is it? What is her thing? The Magistus something. It's too early, I can't remember, but I like her. Her design is amazing, with a really fancy dress, of course. Thank you, your organization. Alright, she's a light spellcaster, XYZ monster, of course. She's a rank 4 with 1,000 attack and 2,800 defense, so actually a pretty beefy booty, but not a lot of attack. 1,000 attacks are pretty weak offensively. That's interesting. And her materials are any 2 level 4 spellcaster monsters with different attributes. That's kind of important. They have to be different attributes, but I guess for Magistus' purposes, it's not the biggest deal. They have Zora, they have Endymion, and they have Crowley, and Crowley specifically is an extender who then can change his attributes. So I don't think it's too hard to get this set up. Not a big deal there. And both of its effects are hard once per turn as well. His first effect reads, or her first effect reads, you can attach one material from this card. Special summon one Magistus monster from your deck. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except for Magistus monsters. Okay, just summon one from the deck. No big deal. Very cool. Alright, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good first effect. I mean, we know how good it is to just like summon things straight out of the deck. and there's no clause to negate the monster you summon. So you summon Riona, the regular Riona, she'll be able to search you for another Magistus card. You summon Endymion or Zora, they can use their effects on field to then equip one of the extra cards. And I think Zora doesn't trigger on summon, so Zora can, I think, just use his effect to reborn the spellcaster you detached, I think. Hold on. Let me look that up real quick. Hold up. Cover with it. Blah, blah, blah. You can special summon. Wait. Oh, that's just. Oh, hold on. If this card becomes equipped with a Magistus monster card, you can special summon a level 4 spellcaster monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position, but negates effects. Okay, so that's really cool. So just getting into the Succeed monster allows you to summon Zora from the deck by detaching an Exceed material. That's very important because then you summon him. He then can use his effect to equip himself with one of the extra deck monsters. That could be a couple different things. You could just do Artemis to get a search for another monster. That could be any of the others as well. Like Iwas isn't too good on him in this instance, but you could at least try and equip the dragon, or you could try and equip the Nina Ruru, which is just back removal and help with monster removal. But mainly, I think you're going to be going Artemis just to get another monster, and then he will trigger to be able to special summon the monster you detached in the first place back to the field. So just getting into that rank 4 is going to get you materials for another rank 4. Very, very nice. And yeah, not half bad. Honestly, it's pretty good. And the second effect, we didn't even talk about the second effect because I think that first effect is going to be the big one. While this card is equipped to a monster, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of the turn. I think my big gripe here, I think a huge thing the deck is missing is just like little middle ground plays, because it kind of feels like if the deck doesn't combo, you literally end on absolutely nothing. The deck does not have a ton of interruption. It's literally just Iwas, which I don't like. And here's the thing. This needed to be a quick effect. I still think the card is solid as far as being an extender for the deck, an important combo piece for the deck to just pull the main deck monsters out of the deck and not negate them. That's actually very, very big. But I think at the end of the day, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this and I'm just like, I mean, it needed to be a quick effect, because if this was a quick effect, it turned Zora and Endymion into just one card walking impermanences, and that's just so much better. That's actually respectable. No matter what the situation is, even in a grind game, it just means you can just normal summon this, or if you just have one of them on field at the end of your combo, you just finish it up by equipping her, and boom, just throw an impermanence effect on the end of whatever your disruptions are for the turn. And I felt like that would have been so good. They needed some kind of quick effect, right? It could be, this monster negation. It could be like a Dryden, quick pop, or something. They needed some kind of disruption that was just a quick effect when it's equipped to one of them, because I think having to get to the boss monsters, especially something like Iwas, is kind of risky, and the deck needs more middle round plays, because the deck's not an OTK deck. It's not super combo-y. It feels more control-y than anything. So they needed some little just quick disruption plays you can get to. But unfortunately, I think that would have made this card perfect in my eyes for the archetype. Obviously, it's a phenomenal extender. All they need after that is to make this a quick effect, and I think this card is a perfect card in the archetype. But I still think it's very good, right? Obviously I can have my problems with the second effect, wishing it was a little bit more. I still think the deck is going to be missing that, or missing extra disruption, because it's still just Iwas. And I know the archetype probably seems like it needs to be combined with other things, but there are those purists, and the deck still needs to have its own disruption as well. But yeah, I like the card. The card's really nice. Again, just quick effect. Make that second effect a quick effect, and we are in there like swimwear. Still very good though. Still gets a little bit more shaky now because to play the Magistus engine, you want to play all these like utility extra deck monsters. Like you gotta play Artemis. You probably want to play this card a lot now because it's just such a nasty extender. You probably want to play Iwas if you're playing the fusion variant. Nina Ruru, and then Nina Ruru and the Dragon are up to you. So like you're running around with like at least like what 4 or 5 extra X slots here. So when you're combining this with another archetype, you got to keep that in mind. And extra X space is going to be very, very short, very, very quickly. But overall, I love the card. I think it's great. Then we got the Otoshi Damashi. And yeah, I'm into it. I think this is just another card that I'm going to be looking forward to out of Lightning Overdrive. So that's going to do it from here today, guys. Sorry, I talked probably too much about one card. But thank you so much for watching. As always, stay tuned and subscribe if you want to, you know, keep up with new card reviews. I pretty much review every new card as soon as it comes out, as long as it, like, really matters. But yeah, that's going to do it for me here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace.